During World War II, communication was crucial. Letters from home were a lifeline for morale, yet mountains of undelivered mail stacked up in warehouses, threatening to break this vital connection. Soldiers on the front lines, isolated and facing the horrors of war, found hope in letters from loved ones. The backlog of mail was not just a logistical issue, it was a crisis of morale. Enter the 688, the only all-black, all-female battalion sent overseas during the war. The 6888th Central Postal Directory Battalion, known as the 6888, was formed in 1944. At a time when racial and gender discrimination were deeply entrenched in American society, these women volunteered to serve, knowing they would face adversity at every turn. Led by Major Charity Adams, the first black woman to command a battalion in the U.S. Army, they trained rigorously, preparing for a mission that would take them far from home and into the heart of war-torn Europe. When they arrived in Birmingham, England, they were met with warehouses overflowing with undelivered letters and packages, over 17 million pieces of mail. The Army estimated that sorting through the backlog would take 6 months. The 6888? They did it in just 3. Working in grueling conditions, they developed an efficient system, ensuring that every letter reached its destination. Their tireless efforts meant soldiers could maintain a connection with home, boosting morale and strengthening the war effort. The women of the 6888 worked in cold, dimly lit warehouses, often battling exhaustion and illness. They sorted an average of 65,000 pieces of mail per shift, a feat that had seemed impossible before their arrival. Operating 24/7, they developed new organizational methods to keep the process moving efficiently. Despite their dedication, they faced segregation and discrimination even from their fellow service members, often being denied access to the same facilities as white soldiers. Yet they persevered, driven by their duty and their commitment to the mission. Their motto? No mail, low morale. After their success in Birmingham, the 6888 continued their mission in France, facing similar challenges with massive backlogs of mail. Their expertise and determination ensured that letters and packages reached their intended recipients, a seemingly small yet vital contribution to the war effort. They knew their work had a direct impact on the spirits of soldiers longing for a piece of home. Despite their incredible service, the 6888 returned home to little recognition. There were no parades, no medals, no formal acknowledgement of their contributions. For decades, their story remained largely untold, yet their impact was undeniable. Their work had set a precedent for future generations of women and people of color in the military. It took decades for their contributions to be acknowledged, but in 2022, the battalion was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest honor Congress can bestow. It was a long overdue recognition of their sacrifice, dedication, and pioneering spirit. The story of the 6888 is one of resilience, courage, and unbreakable spirit. They defied the odds, shattered barriers, and proved that dedication knows no race or gender. Their efforts were not just about delivering mail, they were about delivering hope. Today, we honor their legacy and ensure that their service is never forgotten.